When the celestial mass emerged, we squabbled over it. What was found inside that island is a discovery of the millennium. I present to you Adamantium.
So I saw the new Captain America movie, Captain America Brave New World, and this is my review on it, my spoiler-free review. I'm gonna drop a spoiler review in the next couple of days when the movie comes out. But the movie is not what the trailers show. You know, the trailers are very, very misleading. The trailers basically show a Red Hulk versus Captain America, Sam Wilson's Captain America, and that's part of the movie. I wouldn't say that's the whole movie. I'd say that's probably half of what the movie's actually about. Red Hulk is in it. Everybody knows that. You know, it's been in every poster, every trailer. That's how they're marketing this movie. So that's not really a spoiler. Good CGI. Red Hulk has very good CGI. There was never a moment where I was watching Red Hulk and I was like, man, it looks kind of off. It never looked off. Everything about Red Hulk was good, actually, except for maybe Harrison Ford. When Harrison Ford was, not the Red Hulk, I felt like the actor, Harrison Ford, his performance was kind of underwhelming, really. I'm not sure if he's really into the comic book movies, but yeah, I found his performance to be kind of underwhelming. This movie takes place right after Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and Captain America, Sam Wilson has been Captain America for a while now, and something happens in the shadows that he's not supposed to look into, and he does. He looks into it. There's a lot of good action scenes in this movie. The action is really good. The CGI and the action is good too. The fighting sequences are good. Carlos Esposito, has a good performance, has a good role, side character role in it, and he's great. They managed to make Sam Wilson Captain America. I first saw him as Captain America in the last episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I liked it then, but somehow they improved on it. And this movie, he actually feels like Captain America, and that's very surprising to see because Steve Rogers, he was the best Captain America, that's hands down, and somehow Sam Wilson becomes damn near just as good of a Captain America as he was. It's very entertaining to see him as Captain America. He's not the Falcon in this movie. He is literally Captain America. So if you go into this movie expecting to see, the Falcon, you're gonna be disappointed. There is a new Falcon though. He's sort of like the comedy relief character, and he has a good chemistry with Captain America. It almost reminds me of Spider-Man and Tony Stark's Iron Man. The chemistry between Spider-Man and Tony Stark. It's Spider-Man is always trying to get Tony Stark's approval, so that's the same as Sam Wilson and this new Falcon. A lot of people have been saying that Red Hulk is in the movie for like 5 minutes, but it really didn't feel like that at all. It didn't feel like we didn't get enough Red Hulk. It actually feels like we got enough Red Hulk. I think he set out to do everything he was supposed to do. This movie is very similar to Captain America Winter Soldier. It has a lot of unanswered questions throughout the movie. It creates questions and then it answers them throughout the movie, along with answering some questions that needed to be answered from previous movies. Now, it does have a slower pace than The Winter Soldier. I would say the pacing of this movie is more similar to Captain America, the First Avenger. This movie has some slow moments, and a lot of people are going to find them to be boring. However, I wasn't bored at all in these slow moments. I actually appreciated them. I just love, Sam Wilson's Captain America. It's refreshing. It's fun to watch. They actually speak about the Celestial sticking out of the planet, the one sticking out of the ocean. We last saw that in the Celestial movies, and they haven't spoken about it at all ever since then. But in this movie, they speak about it and they go into it, and I appreciated that. This movie had good CGI. There was never a moment where I was like, okay, this kind of looks too fake, or any moment that took me out of the experience. These multiverse saga movies, a lot of them, I'd say actually all of them, the CGI wasn't that good, especially in Multiverse of Madness. CGI wasn't good in that movie at all, in my opinion. But this one has very good CGI. It's really, it's like it's back to its roots, you know, back to how the old movies used to look and feel. I like the relationship between two new characters in this movie. They have a pretty good relationship, interesting. I also like how they brought a old character from, you know, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They brought him back and they, you know, continued his arc. That was a very interesting character in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, and man, I'm glad to see him again. Now, this movie did have a lot of reshoots. I read some articles about that, and it doesn't, that you can't really tell. It did. Everything in this movie was very well put together. You know, the editing department really took their time editing this movie to make it look like every scene just transitions seamlessly into the next one. You know, I have seen everything this movie, well, most of the things that this movie did, I have seen them done better in previous Captain America movies, especially in Captain America, the First Avenger, and the Winter Soldier. And I will have to rank this movie as my third favorite Captain America movie. Number one being Captain America Civil War, number two being Captain America Winter Soldier, and then Captain America Brave New World. Then lastly, I would place the First Avenger as my least favorite Captain America movie. This movie ties a lot of loose ends coming from other Marvel movies, and you know, it ties them up pretty good. Now, it doesn't tie up every loose end, but you know, you can't really tie everything in just one movie. I really had a great time watching it, honestly. I think the MCU is back to being the MCU just from watching this movie. In my opinion, this movie is a good 7.9 out of 10. It's just great to see Sam Wilson, you know, as Captain America. It's refreshing. It's cool. You know, he does a great job with the role. And I was so excited waiting for this movie to come out. Ever since they announced it, I've just been waiting. You know, we had a lot of delays, but man, it was pretty good. I really liked it. It was worth the wait. When this movie comes out, if you want to watch it in theaters, you can do so. You're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna drop a spoiler review when this movie comes out. Probably Saturday or Sunday. Movie comes out Friday. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this review. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of the video. Bye.